students, today we are going to see state variable representation by physical variable approach. So under this we are going to solve it by three different methods, that is first method by differential function approach, second method by transfer function approach, and third method by direct decomposition method. Now we will solve some problems under these methods. Students, in the previous class, we have solved one problem under state variable representation from differential equation. That is, in case of state variable representation by phase variable, the first method is solving it by differential equation method, and the second method is transfer function approach method. So when you look at the previous problem, so in the previous problem, it is by differential equation method, right? So differential, you can see the function like y triple dot. How we identified the state variable? Based on the order of the system. Since the order of the system is 3, we had 3 state variables. When you look at the answer, so for in this, when you look at the answer, the upper half diagonal, that is here the upper half diagonal matrix is 1, whereas the last row contains the coefficient of your differential equation. So what are the numbers available over here? -1, -5, -6. You can check your differential equation, that is 1, 6, 5. That is, it contains the negative coefficient of your differential equation. So when you look over here, it contains the negative coefficient of your differential equation. So like this, we can verify the answer in case of your phase variable method solving by differential equation method. That is, the last row will contains the negative coefficient of your contained in the differential equation. The next problem is state variable representation by transfer function approach. That is, the problem will be given in the form of your transfer function. This is the general form of solving. So you know that here T of s is equal to y of s divided by u of s, which is equal to 1 divided by s cube. So it is the given transfer function. You need to obtain the state model of the system described by this transfer function. We know that the transfer function is output divided by input. So in the model representation, that is in a state model representation, we are representing the output as y of s. That is, the output is represented as y of s and the input is represented as u of s. So transfer function is nothing but the Laplace transform of your output divided by your input. So we can take, when you cross multiply it, you will get y of s is equal to y of s into s cube plus 6s square plus 10s plus 5 is equal to u of s. You should take a inverse Laplace transform. So you have to take the inverse Laplace transform for this particular equation. So for this equation, if you take a inverse Laplace transform, you will get y triple dot plus 6y double dot 10y plus 5, 10y dot plus y. That is, when you take, it will become dy cube by dt cube plus dy square by dt square plus dy by dt plus 5y. Like that you will get the equation when you take a inverse Laplace transform. Now you have transformed the given transfer function in the form of your differential equation. Now directly you people can solve it like as in the previous problem. So when you solve it from this equation, it is very clear that the order of the system is 3. So you will get 3 state variables, that is x1, x2, x3. The first state variable will be your system variable, that is y, and the other state variables are your derivatives of your system variable. So when you write the first state variable x1, it will be your system variable, that is y. x2 is equal to derivative of your system variable, that is dy by dt. X cube will be d square y by dt square. So this is how you need to consider your state variable. Once the state variables are written, you have to write the state variable in first order differential equation. Why? Because always the state variables are represented using first order differential equation. Okay. Now from this, x1 dot is known, x2 dot is also known. Substitute the value of, that is, replace your physical variable. So this is your physical variable. Replace all these physical variables, the equation, replace all the physical variables given in this equation by means of your state variables that you people have framed over here. So when you replace it, you will get x3 dot plus 6x cube plus 10x2 plus 5x1. So from this you can identify what is your x3 dot. Next is you need to write your state equation and output equation. What your state equation says, x of t, x dot of t is equal to ax of t, that is two terms, that is ax of t plus b u of t. So here state equation and output equation is not going to change for the linear time invariant system. You know how you will identify your order of the matrix A. So the order of the matrix A will be 3 cross 3 in this for this problem, whereas the order of the matrix B is going to be 1 cross 3. So when you write it, you will get the state equation and output equation as shown over here, and we know how to write the matrix A and matrix B. So it is your matrix A and this is your matrix B. We will be writing the coefficient of x1, x2 and x3 in x1 dot, and in the same way for the second row we will be writing the coefficient of x1, x2, x3 in x2 dot. So your x2 dot consists of only the coefficient of x3. So only here 1, the rest all elements is going to be 0. Whereas in case of x3 dot, here the coefficient of x1 is going to be minus 5, coefficient of x2 is going to be minus 10, and the coefficient of x3 is going to be minus 6, and the coefficient of u is going to be 1. So this is how you need to write the state equation and our state equation matrix. And as we discussed earlier, here the upper half diagonal is 1. So when you look at this matrix framed, that is when you look at the state equation matrix, the upper half diagonal what we have framed is equal to 1, that is parallel row to the main principal. Diagonal contains all elements as 1. All other element except the last row. So except this last row, all other elements is equal to 0. Whereas the last row consists of the negative coefficient of your differential equation. So what is your differential equation here? Y cube plus 6y square plus y cube plus 6y square dy cube by dt plus 6d square y by dt square plus 10 dy by dt plus 5y. So the last row will contains the negative coefficient of your differential equation. So when you see over here it is minus 5, minus 10 and minus 6. So like this you can verify your answers whether the problem what you have solved is right or wrong. Like this you can verify it. Now coming back to the solution of your output equation. Your output equation is y is equal to cx. Your output equation can be written as y of t is equal to cx of t plus d u of t. Here D matrix is going to be 0, whereas the order of your C matrix is going to be 3 cross 1. Sorry. Your output matrix y is equal to cx plus du. Here your D matrix is going to be 0, whereas the order of your C matrices you have only one output and you have 3 state variables, so 1 cross 3. Therefore your output y contains only the coefficient of x1. The other coefficients are 0, so we can represent with the element with a value 0 for the other elements. This is your output matrix. This is how you need to solve the problem if a transfer function approach is given. So next problem, when you see construct. So likewise here we can see construct the state model of the system characterized by the differential equation. So here they had given the differential equation. Give the block diagram of the state model, like that they have told. Here the order of the equation is 3. Okay, so you will get 3 state variables, that is x1, x2 and x3. Right? Your order, you write your state variables x1 and x1, x2, x3. As discussed earlier, your first state variable is going to be your system variable and the other state variables are the derivative of your previous state variable. So you will get x1 is equal to y, x2 is equal to dy, x cube is equal to d square y by dt square. Once the state variables are written, the state variables has to be represented using first order differential equation. So we need to identify what is our x1 dot, what is our x2 dot and what is our x3 dot. Once it is identified, replace your physical variable, that is whatever you have over here. it is your physical variable. Replace it with the state variable. So when you replace it with the state variable, you will get y triple dot plus 6y double dot plus 11y dot plus 6y. Now this is your given problem. The whatever the equations I am showing over here, it is the given problem. Now you need to replace this with the state variable quantity. So after replacing, you will get x3 dot. So from this equation we can identify what is our x3 dot, and also we know how to write the state equation matrix and output equation matrix. Just whatever you have identified for x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot, write the matrix A, because your state equations represent x dot of t is equal to ax plus bu. This is in case of your linear time invariant system, and it is your B matrix representation. And output equation y is equal to cx plus du. So here the D matrix is going to be 0. Only the C matrix is going to be present, and moreover here we have only one output, that is the coefficient of x1 only alone will be present. The other two elements is going to be 0. This is how we need to frame your state matrix and output matrix, state equation matrix and output equation matrix in case of your differential equation method. And it is the block diagram representing the equation. So we have here three integrators, like we have three state variables like x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot. Just put three integrators, write accordingly x3 dot x3, x2 dot x2, x1 dot x1. Now according to the equation frame, according to the equation given, so what is x3 dot? X3 dot is equal to minus 6x1 minus 11x2 minus 6x3 plus minus u of t. It is your x3 dot. So for this I need to draw my block diagram. So when I draw my block diagram, along with x3, what is the coefficient? Minus 6. So I can take the feedback and I can connect it to the negative feedback system. And in addition, and what is the coefficient of your x2? X2 coefficient is 11. So I can connect it, and I can connect it to your negative symbol. Otherwise, all three connected to your negative summing point along with u of t. This is how you need to draw the system block diagram when your system block diagram representation of your differential equation. Thank you, students.